Welcome back to Universally Speaking, ladies and gentlemen. We now have a brand new format as NXT has been added to the mix, so let's not waste any time getting right into the action. We begin, of course, with the reboot of NXT and the epic North American Championship match between Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne. A match that many regard as the best match of the year for 2019. These two laid it all on the line and made sure that NXT got off to the best possible start as they embark on a brand new adventure in the black and gold brand. Riddle threw everything at Dunne and Dunne threw it right back. But the key to the match was Dunne's inability to hit the bitter end to put Riddle away. Riddle was able to wear Dunne down to the point of exhaustion and was able to get the tap-out victory to claim the North American Championship. This is Riddle's second title victory here in WWE and has pitted him as one of the top guys in not only NXT, the entire world. Also on NXT, we saw Kurt Angle announce a tournament to crown the NXT champion. The names in the tournament include some very familiar faces, but also some lesser known athletes. And as we can see here, the brackets are stacked, and on the upcoming episode of NXT, we are going to see the opening two matches between Shane Thorne and Humberto Carrillo, and also Chad Gable versus Buddy Murphy. But the burning question surrounding that match in particular will of course be the condition of Chad Gable after the assault from Brock Lesnar that shocked the world and shook NXT to the core. Up next, we talk SmackDown, and we couldn't talk SmackDown without the aforementioned Brock Lesnar, as Lesnar did the same thing, only he stormed into SmackDown and tore apart the entire Fatal 4-Way match that was mooted to take place between Velveteen Dream, Johnny Gargano, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Cesaro, with the winner having the power now to choose when they get a WWE Championship match between now and the Royal Rumble. Lesnar would pick off 3 of the 4 members of the match, leaving an explosive and tension-filled stare-down between he and the Swiss Cyborg. Of course, we saw Lesnar back away, citing that he was here for ESM and not for Cesaro, but perhaps that is a potential matchup we could see down the road. But for now, the future of Lesnar and of course the Fatal 4-Way match is up in the air. More on that this week on SmackDown. Also on SmackDown, we had a good look at the women's division and the women's power rankings, which are available to view very shortly on myt13.com. The women's power rankings have created a hell of a lot of competition within the ranks of the women's division, and was no more apparent than Becky Lynch cutting off the general manager of SmackDown, EC3, mid-sentence to contest the fact that she was number 10 on the rankings. Lynch took swift action and called out an opponent and was answered by Liv Morgan. Lynch would get the win, but it was very controversial as midway through the match, there was a blackout in the arena. And once the lights came back on, it was Liv Morgan who was down. An ominous message sent, and I think we all have an inkling as to just who might be behind the attack. We now move on to Monday Night Raw and the explosive news that Shane McMahon has ruled that while he is in charge, Apollo Crews will never challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship ever again. Crews, of course, dropped the title to AJ Styles, who certainly appears to be in the good graces of McMahon. Styles opened the show with a diatribe of abuse towards the WWE Universe, who he claimed spurred him on to become more successful, and not because of them, but in spite of them. Crews would then be delivered the news by McMahon, but that wasn't where the delivery would stop. Styles would deliver a phenomenal forearm to Crews that would prompt Crews later in the night to demand a trade to SmackDown, where he believes Daniel Bryan would do the right thing and surrender the title to him. As this only one more week left in the trade period, could this bombshell trade potentially go down? Paul Heyman would certainly hope not. And the final news item we have for you today is the demonic appearance of The Fiend, which is also our socially speaking moment of the week.
Damn it! He completely ruins this kid's moment.
A fiendish arrival on Raw, but with no attack as far as we could see on Braun Strowman. What could the Fiend possibly have in store for the monster amongst men? We will have to wait and see. This week on Raw, we have a huge main event battle as AJ Styles goes one-on-one with a pissed off and motivated Big E Langston. Langston wants a fight with Triple H, but that's gonna have to wait as he takes on the phenomenal world champion in a main event for the ages. Also on SmackDown, a major return to the ring for an equally pissed off and motivated Shayna Baszler, as she goes one-on-one with Ruby Riott in a battle to try and top the women's power rankings on SmackDown. And as we mentioned before, two incredible NXT Championship tournament matches when Humberto Carrillo takes on Shane Thorne and Buddy Murphy takes on a battered and bruised Chad Gable. As we always say, ladies and gentlemen, it has never been more important to have notifications on, as we are going live on YouTube every single episode of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and all pay-per-views. Plus, a ton of great ways you can support the channel and receive many awesome benefits, including signing up as a mid-carder or above and joining the over 50 people to do so to get early access to every single video. You can also join the Murphs Elite right here on YouTube by clicking the join button to get access to emotes, special sub badges, and there is 2 tiers. You can join up as a rookie for just the emotes and the sub badges, or you can join up as an established star to get emotes, sub badges, and access to our private Discord server. Plus, the Teespring store is always open if you want to pick up a cool Murphs YT13 t-shirt or hoodie, and of course the ESM endorsed Elite t-shirts, all available right now. As always, ladies and gentlemen, from Murphs YT13, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.